Kayla's mom is one of the coolest moms ever. And she has a ton of stories from when she was a waitress at the Playboy Club in Chicago back in the day. And holy shit, you should see the collection of vintage high heels she has in her huge closet. The last time Kayla and I were over at her mom's, we snuck into her closet after she went out to do some shopping. Kayla had been telling me about her mom's shoe collection, so you can imagine how excited I was to finally check them out. She had several old pairs of Frederick stilettos, including this well-worn pair of black leather pumps. The box label said, "Home of the almost 5-inch heel." 5 inches must have been the maximum height for a stiletto back then, I guess. One thing I couldn't help noticing about these old high heels was the musky sweet scent they had. Where Kayla and I were, in the back corner of the closet, there must have been at least 25 pairs of pumps and slingbacks. The aroma of each pair was slightly different, yet as we opened shoebox after shoebox, the smell of them seemed to intensify. It wasn't long before we took off our own shoes and tried to see if we could fit into any of them, just for fun. Since Kayla's mom wears a half size smaller than me, I expected them to be on the tight side, but they mostly fit me almost perfectly. Kayla wears the same size as her mom, and confessed that she used to wear her mom's heels when she was little. Anyway, we had her mom's shoes all spread out on the closet floor, slipping them on and off and just going girly high heel crazy, when all of a sudden, her mom walks into the bedroom and sees us in the closet playing with her shoes. "What the heck are you girls doing?" she says, and we just kind of froze for a second. Then she smiled and asked us what we thought of her vintage heels. I told her I thought they were actually really cute, and asked her why she kept them. She said they were very special shoes, and represented a time in her life when she was very happy, and was having a lot of fun. I could totally get that, since I'm about the same age as she was then. Then I had a really cool idea. I wanted to know which pair had the most memories, so I asked her to pick out her most important pair. Yep, you guessed it, she picked out the black Frederick's pumps that I'm using in this video. Then Kayla and I watched as she slipped off her trainers, and her socks, and said, "It's been a long time since I tried these on, I hope they still fit." Then I saw Kayla's mom's feet for the first time. I was actually very surprised. Her mom's feet were very delicate looking, and freshly pedicured. She had high arches and very pretty toes, with no calluses or strange features that I could see. They were very pretty and sexy looking. Her foot slipped into the shoe perfectly, and she let out a sigh of relief. "Thank God they still fit me," she said. And then she pulled up a little chair she had outside the closet door, sat down, and crossed her legs very ladylike. "You girls today have no idea what it was like back in my day," she said. "I really had some skills, you might say." She began to rotate her foot slowly at the ankle, and then her pump slipped off her smooth heel. "Oh, I was quite the dangler," she said. "I could get the attention of any man in the room, just by letting my little pumps dance on the ends of my toes. Men with a taste for watching me do that were easy to spot. More than a few would even get to indulge themselves, if they were lucky." Kayla and I just sat there mesmerized by her mom's stories. She told us about this one guy who was obsessed with her feet, and spent thousands and thousands of dollars at the Playboy Club, trying to get to know her and get closer to her feet. Eventually, he finally was able to convince her to go out with him privately. All during their date, she teased him relentlessly with her sexy feet and heels, dangling and playing with her pumps, driving him totally crazy. At the end of their date, she went back to his place, where she said he went completely wild, sniffing her little feet and toes, and telling her how beautiful she was, and how sexy her heels were. But the whole time, he could not stop smelling them.